Well, good morning from Chiang Rai. This is Ray and Damian here, and we got some earth-shattering news today for you.
Before we begin,
before we begin,
do you mind?
Yeah.
Are you really going to wear a short sleeve shirt in this crazy cold weather we're having?
Obviously.
Right. I mean, I've got a hat that doesn't even match the flannel.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I got a flannel shirt not because I joined a grunge band, but because it's actually a little chilly in the morning in Thailand.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think so. So I don't know. You're a better man than I, Gunga Din.
What temperature is it? Let's have a look here. Oh, I don't know.
All right, I'm
but
sorry
it
to interrupt.
Is beautiful. It is beautiful. Anyway, look. Besides that interruption, Damian's been doing some serious research over the last 6 months, and let's make it clear, he's not a financial advisor, and nor am I. But he's going to share with you what he's learned about cost-cutting measures that anybody can take to ease the stresses from finances and living on a fixed income. Mm-hmm. So, Damian, did that get you right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
okay.
we're doing the Damianomics.
Right, Damianomics. That's right.
So he came up with that.
Yeah, well, it's better than them demonomics in America, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's another video, folks. We'll get into that soon.
Yeah, when we move back to the States.
So
take it away, Damian. Let's hear what you've got to say.
I was just thinking, you know, there have been a lot of videos out there with other content creators that are talking about, you know, how to save big and, you know, how to cut your expenses in half and stuff. This video is just about the little tiny things that add up, the little things that you can do once you get here that seem to help. So number one is, have you been to that car and motorcycle wash?
Yes.
Okay. And do you remember what you paid to have your car washed?
The first time I paid 50 baht.
Okay.
The second time I went back, they wanted 100 baht, and I kept driving.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, I went there with my motorbike. Well, I've been there like half a dozen times now, and it's only 20 baht. So we're talking about 50 cents or so, US dollars. And they wash it by hand. They put the, I don't know, the equivalent to the Armor All on the tires. And, you know, they do a really good job. And somebody told me previously that they were, that the workers there were some gentlemen who had a problem with the law. But then I understood, I think from you, that it's run by one of the Buddhist temples.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wat Hue Plakan.
Okay. Oh, Plakan. Okay, yeah. That's great. And that they're just guys that need work, and but they're hard-working guys, and yeah, you'll get out of there quick, and you probably want to avoid it on the busy times, like after work and stuff, during rush hour. But yeah, it's been really great. So
so did you get wet?
A little bit, standing close to it.
Because it's a bit like, you know, for me it was like a drive-through car wash with guys with big hoses, and you didn't get out of the car.
Well, I got off the bike.
You got off the bike.
Yeah, I got off the bike.
Oh, okay.
But just standing a little too close sometimes, I get some of the overspray. But it was a hot day, I didn't mind.
Oh, that's okay then.
Yeah, but when you think about it, 50 cents for a car wash, it would have cost me more for soap and water to do it at my house myself. So yeah, I'm all about that.
Jesus, don't tell us where you're buying your soap.
Number two, ATM fee reimbursement. There are financial institutions that I use Charles Schwab in this case that will reimburse you for the ATM fees. So for example, if you're going to take some cash out in Thai baht at a local ATM, I think Bangkok Bank has the highest limit of 25,000 baht. You don't want to make a bunch of little withdrawals, but like a limited number of transactions per month, they will reimburse you. And you have to also check that their exchange rate between your home country currency and the Thai baht is a good one. But I found that to be a good thing in my situation, to get a reimbursement. So it's normally like about 220 baht. You know, that's...
Yeah, for foreign transfers?
Yeah, for each ATM.
Oh, foreign
withdrawals. So
withdrawals.
They do add up. Number 3, the shoe lady.
And you know, I'd like to point out on that 220 baht, they don't care whether you withdraw 10 baht or the maximum of 25,000. It's the same price.
Yeah. So
take out as much as you can.
Sure. Yeah. And flash it around. They love that. I'm being facetious. No, they don't. They don't like it when you flash your cash. Anyways, number 3, the shoe lady. I was introduced to a lady who does shoe repair. So I had a nice pair of, I'll show you right now. I'm wearing.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Under Armour police tactical boots. Sorry to show you the bottom. Hope it's clean. Anyways, the tread was worn down, so they were starting to slip. And then they needed some stitching on the sides, and I took them to the shoe lady. She had them done in about 4 days, and it was 300 baht. So what, about 10 bucks. Now these are for maybe $150 shoes in the US, you know? So made a lot more sense than buying new quality boots. You know, I ride on the motorbike, and they're water resistant, so that, you know, it's something I wanted to keep. They fit me. They're broken in. They fit real well. But then you also have to kind of put up with the little things. Like, for example, when I showed up, she had done the bottoms but forgot to do the side stitching, right? I'm like, oh, okay. I said, no problem, I'll go to lunch. And then I came back, and she was at lunch. And so I came back on another day. Sometimes you just kind of have to deal with that kind of thing. But hey, the savings was there, so, you know, I'm fine with that. Okay, number 4, Grab. You've used Grab, or what they call Grab here?
Yep, Grab, yep.
Okay, for food delivery, for catching a ride on either back of a motorbike or in a car. And it's great service, so it's kind of like Uber and Uber Eats in the U.S. But a buddy of mine told me it was a good deal to get the Grab Unlimited membership, and you get 3 free months when you sign up, and then after that it's 19 baht a month, which works out to about half $1 US per month, and then you get discounts on every delivery. Anyways, if you do the math, if you use it often enough, which I do because I got a cheeseburger delivered last night, and I just use it all the time for Thai food.
And how much a month did you say?
It's 19 baht.
19 baht a month.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
It is for the savings. It's
yeah,
really
it's
good.
Crazy. And what kind of discount did you get?
I think it's like 20% off the delivery charge, and then you get bonuses and points, and it adds up. And I just did a little calculation.
So 20% on the delivery charge is what, about 6 baht?
Yeah, yeah. So you use it a couple times, it pays for itself 2 or 3 times. So I think it was well worth it. So,
all right.
Yeah. Number 5.
Now hang on.
Yeah. Oh, you're still with Grab?
Yeah, I'm still back here.
Grabbing on the Grab?
You get the first 3 months for free.
Correct.
So you still get the discounts for 3 months, but you don't pay 19 baht.
Correct.
Okay, I understand.
Yep.
These economics are tough to get your head around.
The Damianomics, it just makes your head swim.
Yeah, they do.
Number 5, if you don't like the price of, say, coffee or a cappuccino that I'm enjoying, go next door, because a lot of times they will, well, first of all, have you noticed that the Thais, they love their round numbers?
Except at 7-Eleven, yes.
True that. And so this cappuccino, this was an extra large, right? See, look at that. This is really delicious too, by the way. And that was 100 baht. I think it was like 50 baht for the small one, right?
60, 75 baht.
Yeah, 75 baht. But we're also paying for, you know, the ambiance and the service and everything. But yeah, I know one little place that makes a fine cappuccino, and it's 30 baht, you know. So a lot of times you just go next door. And the funny thing is, you know, when they talk about starting to save money and pinching pennies back in the U.S., they'll say, well, don't go out for coffee, right? They'll say, oh, you know, that daily Starbucks is costing you big bucks, you know, and it does add up. But that's because you're spending $5 on your caffeine.
Yeah.
You know, so here, I mean, it's a lot less, because what, 60 baht would be about
a little less than $2.
Yeah, $2, yeah.
Have you now this is specifically Chiang Rai, but have you been to My Bakery?
I have not.
Okay, it's near Overbrook Hospital,
Okay.
just on the corner before the temple there, just
I know
past
you're
the
at,
police
yeah.
station. Yeah. Coffee,
Yeah.
30 baht.
Uh-huh.
Cakes, 20 baht, 30 baht, 25 baht.
Oh, yeah.
Really cheap. The best prices in town.
All right, so Google that, and that'll be your first stop when you get here. Okay, so...
What did I call it? Did I say My Bakery?
My Bakery? No, what
No,
is
it's
it?
not My Bakery.
What
It's
is it?
Grace Bakery.
I have been there. Yes, I go there, in fact, almost weekly. I was wondering, because I know that area.
Yeah, Grace.
Yeah, it's great. Service is good, and you get a little bit of road noise there, but if you sit inside the cafe, it's a little better.
And they've got the usual hard-ass wooden stools.
Right. Well, so number 6, I was actually bleeding into that one. They like to negotiate with even numbers, or they like to price even numbers. So if you're negotiating something, stick to even numbers, because if they say 100 baht and you say, how about 92 baht? That doesn't really, it's not attractive to them. But if you say 90 baht and they say 95, okay, or if you meet in the middle, whatever. If you do choose to negotiate, and I don't often do it because 5 baht is not going to change my day, but we are talking about pinching little pennies where we can. I do find that if you negotiate when you're buying several, like if they give you a price for one, you say, well, how much for 10, you know? And then it's easy to do the math, and you know, if I buy 10, will you give me one free, you know, or something like that. But it's up to you when and where you want to negotiate, but usually negotiations should stay short. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to go back and forth too much, because they'll think you're Chinese. Sorry, that's very cultural.
And anyone who's willing to go back and forth a hell of a lot is probably a scammer.
Okay, so, all right, shaded phone holder. Now, this may not be to save money so much unless it's going to destroy your phone, but in the hot season, you've got a little phone holder on, say, your motorbike or in your car, usually motorbike. I bought it like this little, looks like a little motorcycle helmet that flips down over the top. I've seen like little umbrellas and that. In fact, some of the Grab drivers, they have like this little, looks like a black cardboard case around it that prevents, it makes it easier to see the screen, especially in daylight if they're navigating, that kind of thing. But the other thing is, my iPhone, I just got an old iPhone 8 here, it will shut down frequently if it gets direct sunlight on it. And so, you know, it's the hot season. If it is the hot season, just a tip, and you can get those on Lazada.com or Lazada, and they're minimal. I think I spent maybe, you know, 200-300 baht to just get that, and I use it every day. Oh, and a nice little tip here. If your phone does overheat and you're out and about, find a 7-Eleven. Yes, you will find a 7-Eleven, right?
Oh, everywhere.
Everywhere. And go in where you're browsing.
What are you going to say? Stick it in the ice cream box?
Absolutely. I've done that. You stick your phone in the ice cream. It's like you reach down, you roll up the thing, and buy an ice cream while you're at it. But that will cool your phone down a lot quicker. Otherwise, you're going to have a long wait. You like that one, Ray?
Oh, very impressive, Damian. Very impressive.
Now I use a VPN. Do you use a VPN with your computer?
I don't.
Okay. A lot of people don't have to use them because if they're buying things like tickets or like airline tickets or hotels or something like that, if they can see that your computer is based in Thailand, they're not going to try to rip your head off with a price the way they might if they can see that you're in the U.S. So some but not all, it will be fine. But I still use a VPN just for security reasons to make sure that somebody can't see, you know, my location. Number 9, smile and interact with people to receive sometimes a surprise bonus dish or something. If you're at a restaurant or something and you're interacting, just because it's fun anyways, I'm often surprised that they're like, oh, well, this is something our chef came up with. Try this, you know, and they'll bring you out like a little cookie or something like that. So just being nice and interacting with people, sometimes you're going to get an extra bonus for your money that you might not normally receive. Have you had occasions with that?
Never.
Never?
I was just thinking
you don't
about
smile enough.
No, I don't smile enough. Yeah,
So these last two were just sent to me this morning by my friend Dave he's originally from Wisconsin. And he had a couple of great ones that I thought were tiny money-saving tips. Number 10, when apartment hunting, according to Dave, look at the air conditioners carefully and see that they are newer models. Same goes for the refrigerator. Older ones use more electricity. Has that been the case for you?
It is true. It is true. And I bought one, inverter.
Okay.
Is what they're called, inverter. Right. And they have inverter fridges and all kinds of things these days.
Yeah.
But a friggin' jingjock, a gecko, got inside it and shorted out the equipment.
Poor little guy.
So I had to pay for the damn repair because it wasn't covered by warranty.
How's the gecko doing now?
He's dead. Yeah, he's dead. Very dead.
Yeah.
And the repairman told me, he said, this is the risk. Anyway, he put a little cover over it for me so the geckos can't get in there now.
They get in everywhere else.
Oh, yeah, but they won't get into this.
I love the little guys. They just make me smile.
Oh, yeah, they're good.
They're just hanging out.
You see what they eat, you know. It's.
Yeah.
I like sitting there watching them on the wall, and they're really sneaky, you know.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden they go, whack. And there goes another mosquito.
All right, the final one, also from Dave, is number 11, arrange for drinking water delivery. Now, for the longest time, I was buying my water and hauling it in my motorbike cubby for drinking water. And I knew that I was, wasting a lot of plastic, but I had, I guess there was a misunderstanding. I had asked for it originally, but the landlord said they didn't provide it. But I worked it out now with my landlord that they will deliver it, and I'm excited to see what the price is going to be because I know it's less than I'm spending. Because it works out to about 15 baht for him, for Dave, for a 9-liter jug delivered, and so that's about 5 gallons US. So it's about 140 baht, but it's like about 10 baht for just like 1.5 liter bottles. So the savings is significant if you do the math. What's your drinking water cost like?
Well, we used to buy it in I think they were 1 liter bottles. Yeah, they were 1 liter bottles. We used to buy it in 1 liter bottles, and we'd get a case of bottles.
Okay.
And the case of bottle was 20 bottles.
Okay.
And that used to cost 40 baht.
Yeah.
But now we buy the 20 liter bottles.
Okay.
Stick them on top of a dispensing machine,
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, good exercise.
We used to. Now we found these little pumps that sit right on the top, and you can pump it out.
Even better.
Even better. They're about 100 baht. Mm-hmm. But we pay 20 baht for the 20 liter bottle. That's half the price of the bottles that we were getting before.
Oh, that's tremendous. Yeah. So
and it's delivered.
What's that?
It's delivered.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we get 5. We get 5 a week. Now, one thing about it though is that on these ones, they charge you a deposit of 200 baht per bottle for the first time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But after that you just exchange them, and when you're done, you give him back his bottles, you get your money back.
Lovely. Yeah. One thing I learned just hauling water as much as I have is like if you get in the big bottles or cases, if you're putting them on your motorbike, you don't want to put them all in like your back trunk, which is sitting up high. You need what a good sailor would call ballast.
Ballast.
So in the seat,
Spaniards
they'll
used to
fit
use
down
gold
low.
and silver for that.
Yeah, well, yeah, put them down low, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, just for safety and riding the motorbike, you don't want to be too top heavy. So that's all we got, folks. This has been fun, just kind of talking about the little things.
Well, Jesus, Damian, thank you for all your research. That was enlightening.
The Damianomics episode.
Yeah.
But being here 7 months now, I learned a few things, but certainly not all. And I'm constantly being surprised by beautiful, fun things to do here in Thailand. Not a lot of them costing me money.
I learned something yesterday.
What's that?
Almost 14 years I've been here now. Mm-hmm. And I learned something new about Thai culture yesterday.
What's that?
You're going to laugh.
Always do.
I went to hang out. I hang out the heavy stuff, and I put the lighter stuff in my dryer. But I was hanging out the heavy
about
stuff.
clothing.
Clothing, okay, when I do the laundry. Sorry,
okay.
Yeah, make that clear. Okay, and I'm hanging up I use a coat rack.
Okay.
To hang some hoodies and jeans and things like that on it. Well, I put the jeans up the top and the hoodies down below because the hoodies are wetter and they're going to drip more, right? That was my logic anyway.
All right.
The wife said, no, no, no. In Thai culture, you cannot put the pants above other clothing. It must be below. You know,
Wow.
Anyone who thinks they can come here and learn Thai culture, I learned something.
And that's after how many years here?
I've almost 14 years.
Almost 14 years, so learn something every day. Anyways, that's all we've got for today, folks. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you again on another fun
episode.
episode.
Okay, guys. Bye-bye for now.
Bye for now.